Hi, hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Atomos Tarot. So today's question is, what are people's first impressions of you? I have 3 piles to choose from. Pile 1 with the clear quartz, pile 2 with the blue sandstone, and pile 3 with labradorite. So I'm going to give you a couple seconds to pick your pile, and then you can scroll down into the description and choose which reading resonates best with you. Again, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Okay, hello pile 1. So you have the clear quartz here. And you actually got 2 cards that popped up. So you're being represented as Peacock and the Cobra. So this is right off the bat. I think people think that you are quite beautiful, that you're quite alluring, you're quite mysterious. There's something about you that like people are just drawn to. And you have quite a strong presence. From the Cobra, this is a fire sign, so this would be Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and then the Peacock here is an air sign, and that would be Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. So if any of those signs resonate with you, that could be the thing. I think they might think that you are a little, not vain. I don't know if vain is the right word, but maybe like someone who's very confident, yeah. And someone who might be seem like they're a little sure of yourself or feel like they know what they're doing. And that very well could be the case that you don't know what you're doing and you just whatever, but like you don't need to be showy for people to know that you're strong and that you are like beautiful. So for example, like this Peacock here, like usually like Peacock cards would like show all the plumage and like all the whatever, like you don't show off, but there's just something about you that people know that you're attractive, that you're beautiful, and you don't need all that plumage or extra fluff or extra things because you are already substantial as yourself as a person. And you don't need all that fancy clothes, fancy jewelry, fancy whatever. And if you want that stuff, that's cool too, that's great, and like people like your style for that. But like I think you are so much more substance than just being showy. And with this Cobra here, I think like you're quite smart. And a lot of people might be intimidated by you because of how put together you feel and how like, yeah, like how, like they just might be intimidated by you. Sorry, I'm just gonna, yeah, I just was making sure I was in screen. I'm also gonna pull some extra oracle cards here. Okay. Pile 1, what are people's first impressions of pile 1? Oh, okay. Here, Snapdragon, okay. And Mint. Yeah, okay. So, like again, there's a little bit of that intimidating energy and also a little bit of that maybe pretentious or vain. Someone who knows their self-worth and someone who knows like what they're after and their goals. And again, like you don't actually have to feel like you know what you're doing or your goals or anything like that, but that's the impression you give off, that someone who's very put together and knows exactly what they want in life and exactly how to go about that. So we have Mint here in the figure 4, and then the keywords here are conqueror, virtue, protection, vitality, and home, and then figure 30, Snapdragon, deception, graciousness, and strength. So I think you're also like the type of person that they want to be in your inner circle. Like they want to be like, you're almost giving like, they almost think like you're the popular girl and they're like intimidated to go by you. And I think like when they get to know you, you're actually so kind and so genuinely sweet. And that's why like you don't need that plumage or showy things because you are just like a great person, is what they find out about you. And I think like you will, like the impression you give off is that you are the type of friend that will literally is like a ride or die energy. Like you are the type of person who will just be like to the point and things. And like also with the clear quartz here, like you're very like, yeah, it feels like you're very ambitious and you know exactly like the direction you want to go and exactly like how you want to, yeah, achieve your goals. Like it's a very much like a, I know my self-worth, I'm amazing, I'm a baddie. It's very much the vibes that you're giving off. And like also that if someone is in your inner circle or that like people who are part of your group, people just, they feel like you would protect them really, really well. And like you stand up for them and like you don't take no crap, but you also won't just be easy on your friends, or you just won't be like, like you won't let people step all over you, and you won't like whatever, like you also have a lot of self-worth and a lot of like pride in yourself and a lot of like love for yourself. And I think like people who like they want to be in your inner circle, but they're scared of like you calling them out if they do something wrong, or if you don't meet their quote unquote standards or whatever. Like they feel like you got like high standards, but it's like well-deserved high standards. Like there's a reason why you have high standards, and it's like because you're just like amazing. I do want to get some tarot cards as well to get more of a vibe. Yeah, so pile, shuffling today. Okay, pile 1. What are people's first impressions of pile 1? People's first, I wouldn't be like surprised if like the Emperor shows up or something. Oh, 7 of Swords. Oh, this, okay, cool. And 3 of Coins. Yeah. Pile 1s. What is pile 1s? Pile 1s. Oh my god, that's so much. Yeah, I think also like the fact that you got extra cards that came out, like you like I was intending to only pull like 1 card, but then like both of these popped out. So I feel like you have quite a strong presence, and like you just draw people in. Like you are so much bigger than they could ever imagine, like in terms of like personality and in terms of like you as a person. Pile 1's first, people's first impression of pile 1. People's first impression of pile 1. Okay, ooh, yeah. People's first impression. I'm gonna move these cards a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna move them over here. Okay, yeah, I'll just do that. Let's do this. Okay. People's first impressions of pile 1. Yeah. People's 1 more card, please. Okay. Oh. Okay. And then the back of the energy is 8 of Wands. Okay. So back of the energy deck is like, I feel like people think you're a go-getter. And whenever the Queen of Coins come up, I always get the material girl sound in my head. So I feel like, again, like you just exude like someone who knows their self-worth and is someone who will not stand by like any crap or anything like this. With the 7 of Swords here, people might like view you as like the mean girl or whatever. Very minimally though, because I think those are people who are jealous of you. And again, you don't have to be a girl or identify as any gender or whatever, but like that's just the vibes. I think you're someone who, like, people think that you can accomplish anything you set your mind to, like literally like anything, and you have the patience and the skill set to accomplish it. You have that rigor and discipline in your life to be able to accomplish that. Again, like conqueror, like you are a conqueror, like whatever you set out to do is like, that's what you're gonna get. And I think that's what people like assume about you. I think they think you're also quite beautiful. Again, like with the peacock and the cobra, like they might think you're like quite sexy or beautiful or just like physically attractive. And like that stands out about you. You also seem like the type of person who does a lot and like you're like that girl, you know what I mean? Like the one who can do everything, is able to do it all, and is like still keeping their skin hydrated, drinking water, like doing all these like self-care things too. Like you are like a goddess basically in like a lot of people's eyes. And again, gender neutral. You don't have to be like a woman or girl or identify as with the she her pronouns, whatever. But The vibe is very much giving like someone who's like basically perfect. And obviously like not everyone's perfect, but that's very much like what people think about you. Like you just have your life together and like you're amazing. Like look at this, like this temperance card is someone who's like kind and patient and like has all these things going for her, and like all of these, like she has so many fingers and so many pies, and is like accomplishing it with such a serene face, and like so many, and again with the magician, like you make your dreams reality, like, and again with justice, like, and you don't take no crap. With the Seven of Swords, they might, like, I feel like that's people who get jealous of you. They're just like, oh, this person can't, like, this person's unreal. Like this, there's no way that someone like this is like exists or whatever, because they just seem so perfect. And I think you're just being yourself. And I think like you don't really care what people think. And like you have, it feels like you have like who you, like you're quite friendly with people, but you only consider a few people like what you would consider your close friends, or people that you would be ride or die for. You know what I mean? And I think like the people who are privy to that and are part of your life, like love that being part of your life. Yeah, I think like with this Seven of Swords and the deception card, like that came out with Snapdragon, I feel like because you just like say things how it is, like, or that's the vibe that you go off, like you would say things how it is, like people get intimidated by that. But ultimately, like you just seem like you're like that girl, you know what I mean? If that makes sense. And yeah, with the, like the song that's coming out of my head is that girl with the perfect hair by that girl doesn't really care, and that girl, and I'll link the song down below. It's by Enya, whatever. But that's the song that's like popping in my head. Like you're that girl, and you don't, like, it feels so effortless with you. Like it just, yeah, it's just so effortless. And also I want to say like maybe you have like amazing makeup skills as well, because like this peacock is like their eye is so like gorgeous, and so like you could have amazing like artistic skills or some sort of like makeup skills that people like about you as well. Yeah, I think people think you're quite magical. Anyways, I hope that resonated. Yeah, I think that's the first impression to give. If that resonated, please leave a like, and if you would like to see more from me, please subscribe for more readings. If you want to tell me like how you actually are as a person, or like if you think that like you didn't realize that people thought about you this way, like I would love to hear like what you actually are like, or if you are like exactly what people think you are. Like I actually would not be surprised if you are the type of person who was just like, well, I'm just living my life, and if this is what people think about me, like I guess that is what it is. Ooh, I think, yeah, that want to pop out. I think a lot of people like just don't want to be your boo thing. Yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching, Pile 1. I'll see you in the next video, hopefully. Bye. Hello, hi there, Pile 2. You pick the blue sandstone, and the oracle card that is being represented, the animal that's representing you, for people's first impressions of you, is the eagle. Ooh, nice. Okay, so right off the bat, air signs is with the eagle, so that would be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. You don't have to be an air sign, but that's very much, this is what the card is saying, so it could be just like you are the type of person who is very intellectual, very smart. Like, I feel like you're some, like, people think, like, you have very much like a boss energy, if that makes sense. Yeah, like people think the world of you. I think people think you're like really cool, and smart, and like is maybe a little weird, and likes to do things their own way, and likes to like, yeah, go with the flow. You're very like forward looking, it feels like. It seems like you are the type of person who's very intelligent and like is not worried about like, or it seems like you're not super worried about like past actions or things that happened in the past. Like you just keep moving forward is very much the vibe that you're getting. You also feel like a leader, and it feels like you are the type of, like, it feels like you're the type of person who would like basically be able to carry a team forward, or be able to like help someone along in their journey, and be like a good mentor, be a good like protector, be a good like person to follow, is what I'm getting. So I'm gonna get some more oracle cards for you, but those are your first impressions from that card. Pile. First impressions of pile 2. People's first impressions of pile 2. People's first impressions of pile 2. People's first impressions of pile 2. Also, you could just be like a very fun, playful person, I think. A lot of people like enjoy your company, enjoy the vibe that you set off. I'm getting, bluebell, humility, consistency, and then, oh, butterfly weed, leave me, let me go. Yeah, again, like it's very much that energy of like moving forward. You're not the type of person who dwells too much. Like it seems like you're not the type of person who dwells on the past too much. You're very much like go with the flow, go forward. Don't regret things. And I feel like you're the type of person that's like, no, don't say sorry. Like you did the best you could at the time you did. And then with humility and consistency, so this is figure 18, figure 19. This is bluebell, and the keywords are humility and consistency. And then figure 19 is butterfly weed, leave me, let me go. So with the bluebell, and again, 18, 19, that's interesting. So the bluebell, like this is someone who works hard and someone who's consistent and is not prideful about their accomplishments or boastful in any way. And I didn't get that vibe from you. It just seems like you are a genuinely good leader, or that's what people think you are, like a genuinely good leader. Like you're the type of leader that is like, okay, I'm going to do the work alongside you. And it's not a boss. It's not like someone who's just like you have boss energies in the sense that you're a leader. But you're not, like you would be the supervisor, you'd be the boss. It seems like you're in high regard in a lot of people's minds, or in a high position in a lot of people's minds. But you're not shy to do the work yourself as well. So for example, if you work at a fast food place, and you're the supervisor, instead of just sitting in the back and like doing paperwork or whatever, you're also out there working with the customers, working with your employees, also taking the orders, also cooking or whatever. Like you're also doing the stuff that the other regular employees would do. And I think a lot of people respect you. Like there's just so much respect for you, and so much like this person is going to make it far, is very much the vibes. You could be a little closed off from people to begin with, or you could be very shy. And like in reality, you can just be a shy person, and you people don't want to get close to you because like all these flowers are kind of closed and like kind of droopy. So people might find it hard to get close to you, and that's why like they think you're a great person and they think you're respectful, but they also feel like they can't get close to you, just because you seem so reserved, and seem so shy, but like also at the same time like a go-getter, if that makes sense. Like you're not scared to go for your work stuff, but like it seems like in your personal life you don't, like if there's a company, I don't know why I'm getting such company vibes or such like work corporation and stuff. So it could just be like you are actually in a position of power, and a lot of people think this way about you. But it seems like you do your work really, really well, and you work well with the team. But then like when it comes to time for like drinks or like bar meetups or like socialization, like you don't really socialize with them, is what they're getting. And they don't think that it's rude of you, but they think it's like, they think that you're shy, or you don't have like you have so much extra things in your life that's going on that they aren't really privy to. Yeah, and I think they like they're kind of very much the vibe of like, oh, that person already has like a whole like by themselves, like they don't need us or whatever. And so you might actually like take on a lot of burdens yourself. And oh, the phone is ringing. Yeah, so you might be the type of person who takes like a lot of burdens on for themselves without letting other people know, like, or maybe you have like issues receiving, because like this eagle is like right above the sun, but it's not quite clutched the sun yet. So I feel like maybe you have like issues receiving, but I think a lot of people think you're brilliant, very smart, charismatic, a leader, but maybe hard to get close to, is what they think about you. I do also want to get some tarot cards to get more energy from you. So I'll put these on the side like this. And 18, 19, you could be quite young for your age or your position. And a lot of people respect that about you. And yeah. Okay. Pile. Oh, sorry, bad shuffle. Okay. Pile 2. What are people's first impressions of pile 2? What are people's first impressions of pile 2? Oh, yeah. Ooh. I don't want to take reverses. I think I'm just going to take everything upright today. What are people's first impressions of pile 2? Oh, no, don't. That's too many. Blue sandstone is also the one that you picked. Is blue. I always makes me think of the throat chakra and air energy again. So air energy again. But yeah. So that could be something people admire you for, like your voice. And I think it's, again, it comes to that leadership ability. Okay. People's first impressions of pile 2. People's first impressions of pile 2. People's first impressions. Okay. Okay, so, oh, I don't want to. I think, okay, so, well, first of all, the death card is Scorpio, I believe. Cups energy, lots of cups energy, so that would be, water signs, and that would be Cancer, Scorpio again, and, what is the last one? I said Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I think people think that you are very, reserved, very shy, very slow moving in terms of like your social aspects. Or like people are a little intimidated to come forward about you, or feel like you are really shy, or like you're going through something in your personal life that you don't like this. You don't open up to people a lot, is what I'm getting, and so they have a hard time reading you. I think this also wanted to come out in reverse, but I wasn't taking any reversals, but I was like, oh, maybe I should leave this in reverse. But I think, like, yeah, there's a sense of collaboration, and like you could be the life of the party, but it's like you're too shy to actually like be that person, or maybe they do have really, like, they have a lot of fun with you, and they think, or have a lot of fun with you at work, but yet like in their personal lives, it's like they want to have this relationship with y'all, but it's like you maybe you're reserved, or like the people who do get that is like, wow, this person's like a really, really fun person. I think you're also the type of person who has a lot of options in their life and has a lot of dreams, and like I think a lot of people think that you have so many options available to you. So for example, like if you're the boss, or like some sort of supervisor, they're just like, why are you still here? Like, you should go to bigger, better places than just here. And that's why, like, maybe they think like with this kind of slower energy here, it could be just like you need to like, they want so much more for you, is what I'm getting. They're like, you can be so much more, and like there could be a little bit of an imposter syndrome from you, is what I'm getting. But I think lots of people like really respect you and think that you can be super, super accomplished. And the fact that like we have 2 kings that came out here, like you are already like super accomplished, and people think you are very mature, very like, yeah, very like strong leader, strong person to follow. And someone who's reliable too, like this, like the King of Coins and the King of Cups coming up. So like very reliable energy. Someone who is emotionally mature, someone who is also very practical and financially able to like sustain a life on their own. They think very highly of you. Like, I'm just getting very highly, like high, they like high regards for you. And they also feel like you are not fulfilling your potential in some way, or that you are you're being stuck in a situation that you don't have to be stuck in. And maybe they like want you to be more open with them and like actually ask for help. So maybe they did notice that you are the type of person who, or it seems like you're the type of person who takes on a lot of burdens for themselves, rather than like ask for help. And I think they want you to ask for help. Like they don't want to see you suffer. Like the Three of Swords in this deck, the story of this is that there is this like wife and this husband who are really, really in love, and that the husband is the only one working, and so he's having a hard time providing for the family and like living a life. Like he's having a hard time providing the family. And so the wife, in secret, she's like this bird praying person, so in secret, and her feathers are very, very valuable, but like the husband doesn't know that she sacrifices her own wings and her own feathers to help provide for the family. So she tells the husband like, hey, you're not allowed to look at what I do when I try to provide money for us, blah blah blah. And so like there's this feeling like, but the husband loves this woman so much, and yet she also loves him a lot, but like the husband feels like there's no need for her to go through this unnecessary burden or this unnecessary pain just to help him or provide for them, because like he's like, yeah, it might be tough, but like I would never want you to hurt yourself. And I think like a lot of people see that for you. They don't want you to like work yourself to the ground. You come across as very like work focused and very like almost to your own detriment. And I think a lot of people like genuinely care about your well-being and genuinely care about you doing better and genuinely want you to have a better value for your time. Like they really respect you and think that you deserve more. And I think I would agree with them. So that's kind of like the first impressions, or like that's the vibe that you give off, and maybe you think you're hiding it well enough, but I don't think you are hiding it all that well. I think a lot of people who have worked with you for a long time understand your personality enough that even if you don't talk on like outside of work, like they understand you, is what I'm getting. I think I don't know, are you a boss or something? Like, are you some sort of supervisor? I don't know. That was like, I'm getting really, really strong like work company energy kind of thing. And I think you're a really, really good leader. And I think a lot of people like really view you as like the sun, like the eagle card here, so brilliant and so bright, yet hard to get close to emotionally, even though like it seems like you have so much emotional maturity. Yeah, anyways, that's all I'm getting for y'all. If that resonated, yeah, please leave a like, and if you would like to see more from me, please leave a subscribe to see more future videos. I would love to know like how you actually are as a person, or if it feels like your coworkers have read you to filth a little bit, and if this reading makes sense for you. I would love to see how like what parts of it resonated or what hasn't. And yeah, I think a lot of people really like you. Like, you just have very mature vibes, very, very cool. Someone who knows exactly, it feels like you have such a great destiny ahead of you, and a lot of people think that about you. Yeah. Anyways, thank you, Pile 2, for watching. I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hi there, Pile 3. You picked the Labradorite, or at least I think it's a Labradorite. I'm not really sure. It was in a mystery box, and then I put it in like a rock scanner thing, and like it said it was Labradorite, I think. But yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's Labradorite. If you look up close, it's like really flecked with blue and whatever, but yeah. Anyways, before I even got into your reading, I feel like you're the type of person that a lot of people like talking to. And like, it feels safe to talk about random things with you, and you won't judge them. But anyways, let's actually like flip your card now. Okay, so you have the spider. Okay, so here I think it's what is this? Earth sign, I believe. Yeah. Okay, so that's an earth sign. Spider, so that would be Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. I think people think you're quite creative, and you seem like the type of person who will like pull through in a pinch. Like you literally create magic out of your butt is what it feels like. Like everything could like have like we could all be in despair and whatever, but like you'll like be like, no, I got a solution, I got you. And that's like it feels like you're a problem solver. You're someone who is organized in their own chaotic way, and people don't understand your system, but they live for it. Like you're a whole vibe. I think you're the type of person who's just like very artsy, very creative, very like marches to the beat of their own drum, and like that's the impression that you give people. Like you're just the type of person who like creates their own magic in a way that like maybe some people don't understand, but it works so well. And again, like when I was talking to you about the Labradorite, like when I initially picked the Labradorite, I was just like, oh, there's this vibe of being a hidden gem, because I found it in a mystery box, and at first I was like, okay, that's just a gray rock. But then like more I looked at it, I was just like, oh my god, like what are those blue flecks? It's so beautiful, it's so amazing. And so I think a lot of people's first impression is just like, oh, you're just like, I don't understand you, is quite it. And I think like maybe if they talk to you for the first time or something, they'll be like, wow, this person is like phenomenal. This person has so many amazing insights and is someone who just like is really living their best life, is what I'm getting. The spider tends to be a very evolved card and is like generally whenever it's in like animal decks, is usually like a very smart, intelligent, creative card. And I think you're quite a passionate person as well, but because it's an earth sign, you are quite grounded in reality, and you understand like the practicalities of your own limitations, like your own limitations and your own worth, and like you understand like that. Yeah, okay, like I'm getting like low-key distracted. I'm like playing with my gems, and I'm just like, yeah, I feel like, yeah, again, you march to the beat of your own drum, and like I'm just really, really happy to be in your presence and really happy to be here. And I feel like a lot of people feel very, very happy to be like in your life, and when you talk, they're just like in a rapture. Like they want to talk to you all the time. Like yeah, I want to talk to you all the time. Anyways, pile 3. What are people's first impressions of pile 3? People's first impressions of pile 3. People's first impressions of pile 3. People's first impressions of pile 3. Okay. Begonia, beware gratitude. Okay. And people's first impressions of pile 3. Okay, too many. People's first impressions of pile 3. People's first impressions. I think people also think you're quite, I want to tell you already, people think you're quite intuitive as well. And like, I feel like they think that you can see through people's facades pretty quickly. With this beware thing, I'm not saying, I don't think it's people are being beware of you, like in the sense of like, hi, sorry, pile 3. So another card came out and my video, my camera stopped. So where was I? I think I was talking about Begonia here. So it took a while for this second card to come out, but I was talking about this beware thing, and then also with the rose and the thorn coming through. It could be that some people just don't understand you, or people feel like you could be someone to look out for, or because like it's like a spider with their web, like you can trap people in, or you're very alluring. But I don't necessarily feel like that's the majority of what people feel like with this beware and this like thorny rose card. So this is figure 28, rose, I love you, desire, lust, and those are the keywords there. And then this is figure 17, begonia, beware, gratitude, and those numbers could be significant to you in some way, shape, or form. And so I feel like you like, I don't think like this beware and this thorny thing is really like a negative trait towards you. I feel like you're the type of person who like again is quite intuitive, and sorry, I'm like a little cautious that my camera's gonna shut off again. Anyways, So yeah, I don't think this beware, this thorny thing is really meant to be like a bad trait about you. I think it's more like you can tell when someone's being genuine with you and not being genuine with you. And or that's the vibe that you give off. And I think like if somebody, like even a stranger, like it feels like you have their back. And it feels like you're kind of motherly as well towards them. And again, that doesn't mean you have to be a woman or any other gender or whatever. It's just like you have that very like motherly vibe where it's just like if you're talking to someone and their friend, and then you notice that like their friend is kind of like putting this person down or something like that, you're gonna like, I feel like you would tell the person like, hey, I noticed like that your friend like says like some negative things about you, blah blah blah. Like you would like point out things to be cautious about from people. And like I think a lot of people really appreciate that with like the gratitude here. I think a lot of people are like quite grateful that you do tell them things and that you watch over them. And like in Charlotte's Web, like the spider in Charlotte's Web is like a spider who really genuinely cared about this pig, right? I think a lot of people, I think your energy is so intoxicating. I think your energy is so like draws people in and really like I want to stay in your energy. I'm like really sad that the camera video shut off because I was like really loving the energy that you were creating. I think you're the type of person who creates an energy that is just so positive and so amazing and so crazy. And like I feel like with also this beware and the thorny thing, it's like people don't understand you sometimes, and like in the best ways possible. I think a lot of people have a lot of desires for you, or like loves you, or like have lust after you. And I think you are the type of person that people fall hard for really quickly. Yeah, your energy is so just bright and vibrant and so amazing. And I think a lot of like, that's the first impressions you give off, this energy of someone who is just, you know, in their own world in the best way possible. So I'm gonna put those at the side now for real. And yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna get into some tarot cards for you now, and to get people's first impressions of you. Pile threes, people's first impression of pile 3. People's first impression of pile 3. People's first impression of pile 3. People's first impression. Okay, people's first impression of pile 3. What are people's first impression of pile 3? Okay. With the, I'm not taking any reversals today. 7 of Wands. Okay, nice. People's first impressions of pile 3. 7 of Cups. People's first impressions of pile 3. People's first impressions of pile 3. People's first impressions of pile 3. Pile 3. People's first impressions of pile 3. I'm gonna take that. Oh, an extra card was there. Okay. Oop. Oh, an extra card. Okay. Oh, what? Okay. Oh wait, I don't want to take any reversals. Okay, and then the two cups in the back. Okay, I'll just read out 9 of Coins, 7 of Wands, 7 of Cups, the Sun, 4 of Cups, 2 of Swords, King of Swords, Emperor. Yeah. Again, this feeling of someone who marches to the beat of their own drum, but it's also quite practical, quite grounded, and is a hard worker. Again, with this gratitude coming out, I feel like you are the type of person who is quite grateful for every opportunity or any good thing that comes into your life. Oh, I'm sorry, you're crooked. I'm sorry, you can see my charger. Okay. Yeah, I feel like people, again, the sun came out. You have such a bright, vibrant energy. And like with this 2 of Swords here, maybe this is like this beware and this thorny thing where it's just like people just can't keep up with you sometimes. Like you are in your own world and you are like living your best life. And sometimes maybe gets a little too invested in themselves, like in your own things, not yourself, but like your own personal problems or your own personal things, and that's normal, obviously. But I think a lot of people, like, a lot of extra cards came out from you too. So you got 2 extra cards that came out for you. In terms of signs, I have Aries, so that's fire sign, Leo, fire sign. 2 of Cups is just so sweet to me. And then we have some sword energy, which would be air signs. Some cups. You seem like a pretty balanced person, quite frankly. And like, I think you have a lot of fire and zest for life, and you're quite passionate. And I think a lot of people really find you quite like a partner. Like they want you to be their like life partner. I feel like you're the type of person that's just like, if they go on a first date with you, they're just like, oh my god, this person is like different and amazing and different, or, you know what I mean, like just amazing. And also with this Page of Coins, I think you're quite generous with people. You're quite kind and nurturing and motherly and very intuitive. And I think you work really hard as well. And like a lot of people see that, and a lot of people like really appreciate like that, even though you seem so up in the air and like have so many dreams and ambitions and like do so many things and like are super creative, you still like work really, really hard and are reliable and someone like people can trust, and like and like someone who's just like really, really fun to talk to. Yeah, again, the Sun and the Emperor, like someone who's like grounded in their own reality. But like with Emperor coming out, it's like this is someone who's stable and secure and like you know, an emperor basically, like the king of kings basically. And I think like you really do embody that, but in a way that's like your own way. Like you still march to the beat of your own drum, but like people really respect you, and people really like admire you. And like, and I think like the first impressions that people have of you is that you're someone who like knows how to work hard when it is work time, and like also knows how to play hard when it's play time. And is someone who's like really desirable. I think a lot of people desire you. I think you're very, very creative as well. Again, with the 7 of Cups here, it makes me feel like you have so many projects that you're working on and so many like endeavors that are quite creative. And you're very passionate, it feels like, about life and about like your creativity and like creating things. Like the 9 of Coins is like this, the lore behind it is like, even though like the world didn't understand this man and like cast him outside or whatever, he ended up getting on his own island and like becoming a watermelon farmer. Like like the most weirdest random thing to occur. Like he decided like, yeah, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna be successful at it, and he was. And like it was something like nobody ever expected. And I think you like do that. Like you do things that are unexpected, and you're the type of person that's just like, you're just like, how did they pull that out of their butt? Like I was saying in the beginning, like you create magic out of your butt basically. Like they don't understand how you managed to get like this giant watermelon field from your hard work, but like they understand that you do put in the work and you put in the effort, and that you're someone who's genuine and kind, and like that's very much the vibes. Like I want to like sit here in your energy and I want to talk to you this whole time. Like I feel like you're the type of person that I just want to keep talking to. And with there's quite a bit of there's sword energy here as well, like the King of Swords. Like you just say things that could be like ridiculous, but also like make so much sense, if that makes sense. I don't know. I feel like you get it. Yeah, you have quite a fun energy. You have quite a lovely energy. Like I like being in it, and I think that a lot of people like being in it. While I'm channeling like what other people view you as, or like their first impressions of you, or what they think about you. And I think they think like their first impressions is that you're someone who's like magical, quite frankly, someone who's creative, someone who's amazing, someone who is yeah, those are the first impressions I'm getting for you. And so like I feel like people really, really want to get to know you, and really, really desire you, and really want to get to know who you are as a person, rather than just surface level thing, because like I feel like there's so much more depth to you, and like a lot of people want to unravel it, like unweave it, unwind the web or something, like, you know what I mean? Like they're just so enamored. And like again, like with this web, it's also like a sun energy looking thing. And like it's all in darkness, but like the web is all glowy and colorful. Like you create magic in the darkest of times, and like a lot of people, like, and you're quite reliable, and a lot of people are like, how did you do that? Like, how did you manage to do that? And I don't know if they see like how much hard work you put into things, and that you were quite disciplined and rigorous in like what you choose to accomplish. But again, it's very much like, it makes sense in your head, but it might not make sense to someone else. Like if you're trying to write out on paper like your plan of action, people are like, what is this? This doesn't make sense. But like to you, it makes so much sense. You know what I mean? Anyways, I think that's all I'm gonna say about your reading. If that resonated or if it didn't, like that's what people, like that's the vibe that people think that you exude. Like that's what people's first impressions of you are. And like I would love to hear if you're actually like this in real life, or if people's impressions are totally wrong, or like why they would think this way then. Because I'd love to hear that. So please leave a comment below telling me like if it's like if it's real, or like if people actually like got you, like pinned you, and was able to understand you, or like if their first impressions are spot on or not, about you as a person. And yeah, if it resonated, please leave a like. Yeah, and if you would like more readings from me, please leave a subscribe to my channel to get more readings. I love doing love readings. I didn't even talk this much in the exit for the other piles. Like I want to keep talking to you, is what I'm getting. I think a lot of people like talking to you. I feel like you're the type of person that doesn't judge others because you're just as weird and quirky, if not more, is what the impression I'm getting. I know I was saying goodbye, but I guess I need to say some more. Yeah, so anyways, like and subscribe if this reading resonated. Please leave a comment. Yeah, anyways, thank you, pile 3. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.